Mukhtar Ansari's post-mortem complete. Body now en route Ghazipur for final rites. Magisterial judge to be part of the death probe. Family claims Ansari was poisoned. There's been a big political meltdown over Mukhtar Ansari's death. Congress slams BJP, claims total failure of law and order. Owaisi Tom's Yogi demands Uttar Pradesh run by rule of gun, not rule of law. Congress fund fights escalates. Income tax department now slaps afresh income tax notice on the Congress to pay dues of 1,700 crore. Congress calls this tax terrorism. The fallout of Arvind Kejriwal's arrest continues. Sunita Kejriwal launches Kejriwal Ko Ashirwad WhatsApp campaign. BJP targets up, asks why its MP Raghav Chaddha is missing. Bengaluru cafe blast probe intensifies. NIA puts bounty of 10 lakh rupees each on two absconding accused, IED planter and another co-accused on the run. Prime Minister Modi and Bill Gates in conversation, candid chat on AI, digital payments and climate change. Gates hails India's digital revolution.
AI का उपयोग अपने आलसीपन को बचाने के लिए मैं करता हूँ कि भाई मुझे किसी को चिट्ठी लिखनी है, मैं ड्राफ्ट नहीं करूँगा, मैं चैट जीपीटी को कह दूँगा कि मेरी चिट्ठी ड्राफ्ट करके दे दो, तो ये गलत रास्ता है।
All right, let's now immediately get you the latest coming in on the seat-sharing talks where the India alliance is concerned. Sealed, done, dusted for the state of Bihar. Congress RJD seat-sharing pact is over after weeks of drama, theatrics on the seat-sharing talks where the Mahagathbandhan is concerned. Finally, today that announcement was made. The opposition alliance held a press conference in Patna giving out its seat-sharing plan. Keeping a lion's share in parliamentary seats of Bihar, the RJD keeps 26 seats for its own candidates, while Congress gets 9 seats in Bihar. Right from the Mahagathbandhan's joint presser in Patna, Pappu Yadav took to social media to reassert his claim on Purnia constituency. But interesting to note, RJD will now be contesting on the Purnia seat as per the pact. Along with Purnia, RJD to contest from Gaya, Buxar, Aurangabad, Gopalganj and other seats. Meanwhile, the Grand Old Party to contest on 9 seats including Kishanganj, Patna Sahib and West Champaran.
कि बिहार में जो है चौंकाने वाले जो परिणाम जो है वो सामने आएंगे। आप लोग देखिए, महागठबंधन में लेफ्ट पार्टी है, कांग्रेस पार्टी है, आरजेडी है। 3 लेफ्ट पार्टियां हैं, आरजेडी और कांग्रेस, यानी 5 दल का ये महागठबंधन है और 5 को जो है सीट बंटवारा हो गया। दूसरी तरफ एनडीए खेमे अगर आप देखेंगे तो कई लोगों को तो जगह मिली ही नहीं, कई लोग चले गए। तो उस हिसाब से अगर आप देखें तो हम लोगों का मजबूत गठबंधन है।
पहला उत्तर है सीमांचल, बिहार, कोसी और देश में प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में राहुल गांधी जी को देखना चाहता है। मेरा संकल्प है जनता की भावनाओं के साथ खड़े रहकर राहुल गांधी जी को इस देश का प्रधानमंत्री बनाना।
और क्या पड़ता, उम्मीदवार तो पहले तय करें। देखिए, कांग्रेस और राष्ट्रीय जनता दल ये लुटेरे पार्टी हैं। स्पष्ट तौर पर भ्रष्टाचार इनके डीएनए में है और भ्रष्टाचार भी करना जानते हैं। लालू जी ने भ्रष्टाचार और परिवारवाद 2 ही काम किए।
Let's immediately cut across to my colleague Rohit Singh, who's joining us live with the very latest on the seat-sharing alliance that's been finalized, Rohit, in the state of Bihar. What thought You know, what one was to think a few days ago, with all the rumors floating that it might not just happen, it's happened. But if you look at the table of seats, and especially the seats taken by the RJD, it's happened in RJD's favor, it seems like.
Well, absolutely. And the manner in which the seat sharing has been done, and if you look at the seats that have been distributed, it's very much evident that Lalu Prasad has managed to arm twist the Congress, and arm twist too much, because the 9 seats which the Congress has finally managed to pocket, only it seems that 2 of the seats is where Congress really wanted to have, and they have had their say. One is Kishanganj and another is Katihar, which Congress wanted to pocket, and they have managed to do that. But apart from that, there are 7 other seats which Congress will also find it very challenging and tough to perform well on those seats. But as far as the highlight of the day is concerned, Preeti, as you were mentioning, was Pappu Yadav. Remember, Purnia is one seat that has been the bone of contention between RJD and Congress for the last 1 week, and finally it is clear today. The air has been cleared that Pappu Yadav will not be contesting from Purnia on a Congress ticket at least, and Bima Bharti will be the candidate from RJD. So what happens with Pappu Yadav? There were talks going on that perhaps he could be shifted to another 2 seats in the Kosi region, that is Madhepura or Supol. But see what has happened. Even Madhepura has gone into the RJD pocket, and also Supol has gone into the RJD kitty.
Right.
So it seems that all the doors for Pappu Yadav has been completely closed. No Purnia, no Supol, no Madhepura. So question is, from where will Pappu Yadav contest? And what we are learning is that there
Rohit,
is
is Madhepur, the seat of Madhepura, still on offer for Pappu Yadav? Will he take it? And what happens to Kanhaiya Kumar, where the Congress is concerned?
No, Preeti, that is what I was telling. When Purnia, the door of Purnia is locked, there were 2 seats that were going on for discussions that Pappu Yadav may contest from Madhepura and Supol. But both these seats have also gone into the RJD kitty. So RJD is fighting on these 2 seats also. So as I was mentioning, all the doors for Pappu Yadav in Simanchal and Kosi region have been completely locked, and the doors are closed. So what is one of the likely possibilities I can think is that Pappu Yadav may contest from Purnia itself or as an independent. And what we are learning that he is likely to file his nomination from Purnia as an independent on 2nd of April. That remains to be seen what is the final decision he takes. But as far as Kanhaiya Kumar is concerned, another seat which Congress really wanted this time for Kanhaiya Kumar, but this seat has now gone into the kitty of CPI, that's the Communist Party of India. So no seat for Kanhaiya Kumar also. So it seems that Congress has been completely decimated, though they have managed to get 9 seats, but not all those seats which they really had wanted. Aurangabad they had wanted, Begusarai they had wanted, Purnia they wanted, but none of these seats that Congress have managed to get.
So Congress seemingly shortchanged in the seat sharing, but they've agreed to it. Appreciate you joining us, Rohit Singh, my colleague, getting us the very latest coming in from Bihar. Seat sharing talks sealed, but clearly not in favor of the Congress. We're going to continue to get you more, but let's now shift focus to what's going on where seat sharing is concerned in the state of Maharashtra. Seems like the Mahavikas Aghadi seat sharing talks are again on the brink of neither here nor there. Lots of chinks in the armor. Now, NCP chief Sharad Pawar, of course the SCP now, the Sharad Pawar faction, was upset with Uddhav Thackeray after his party unilaterally announced candidates for the Lok Sabha polls. According to reports, Uddhav Sena, NCP Sharad Pawar faction and Congress held a meeting where the senior Pawar expressed displeasure. Sources also suggest Pawar wanted Mahavikas Aghadi parties to declare their candidates together in a joint press conference. Now NCP Sharad Pawar is likely to field its candidates without discussing it with his allies. The rift within the Aghadi is mainly over 4 Lok Sabha seats: Sangli, Bhiwandi, Mumbai North West and Mumbai South Central. Meanwhile, the VBA chief Prakash Ambedkar has blamed Sanjay Raut for the Aghadi rift, claiming that there is no consensus between Congress and Uddhav Sena. I want to immediately cut across to my colleague Sahil Joshi, our Mumbai bureau chief, who's going to get us more. Sahil, what's really going on? Will the talks reach fruition at any point of time? Because there seems to be a fair amount of bad blood on those 4 seats that we were talking of.
Well, Preeti, now Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi is no more a problem because the Mahavikas Aghadi partners have issues within themselves. They have bone to pick up against each other within Mahavikas Aghadi. So that's why we are seeing since yesterday that, after Uddhav Thackeray announced the first list of Shiv Sena UBT, there is a lot of bad blood going on between the Congress and that of Shiv Sena UBT. Yesterday, Mahavikas Aghadi had a meeting and there Sharad Pawar actually, pulled their ears and they said, he said that the alliance partner should see to it that they should not wash their dirty linens in the public. Whatever they have issues, they should be talking to each other rather than declaring their list of seats directly. There should have been an understanding within Mahavikas Aghadi and they could have taken a joint press conference to announce the seat sharing formula and then should have gone ahead. But now what they have decided is on 31st of March when the Mahavikas Aghadi leaders including Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar will be in Delhi for the India Alliance rally. That is the time when they are going to meet Sonia Gandhi as well as Mallikarjun Kharge to iron out the differences within the Mahavikas Aghadi. Apparently, some of the Congress leaders who had spoken to the Delhi High Command, especially Mukul Wasnik and other leaders who were given responsibility of conducting the seat-sharing talks with the alliance partners, they have been told that there is a possibility that they may go for a friendly fight on some of the seats where the Shiv Sena, UBT and Congress do not get along. But that will be fatal for Mahavikas Aghadi and that is the reason why now this has been worked out and on 31st of March there will be this meeting, Mallikarjun Kharge, Sonia Gandhi, Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray, and some kind of a formula will be worked out and that is what right now has been decided. But we'll have to wait and see for next, 31st it's Sunday. So by Monday, Tuesday, things will be finalized is what we can expect.
Appreciate you joining us, Sahil. Thank you there because, Sahil is bang on where he says it might be fatal because, viewers, what's a friendly fight when you're going into a Lok Sabha election? Beats me. But with that, let's quickly shift focus to all that is going on in the national capital concerning Arvind Kejriwal's arrest. Well, wife of Arvind Kejriwal, Sunita Kejriwal, launched a mega campaign called Kejriwal Ko Aashirwad, a WhatsApp campaign for citizens to send their blessings to Arvind Kejriwal. Sunita Kejriwal has become the Delhi's chief minister's principal voice since his arrest, bringing the war against the ED and the Modi government in top gear.
जी को अपना भाई अपना बेटा कहा है, क्या इस लड़ाई में आप अपने भाई अपने बेटे का साथ नहीं देंगे?
The third public address by the wife of Arvind Kejriwal, who has been in Enforcement Directorate custody for over a week.
आज से हम एक अभियान शुरू कर रहे हैं, जिसका नाम है केजरीवाल को आशीर्वाद.
Standing in for the Delhi Chief Minister and launching a campaign named Kejriwal Ko Aashirwad, the Aam Aadmi Party has stood for anything but Parivarvad in politics. But Sunita Kejriwal has front-footed her husband's cause as his partner, appealing to Delhi's public to send him blessings and prayers, promising to deliver all messages to him directly in lockup.
सभी युवा, महिलाएं, बुजुर्ग, बच्चे, अमीर, गरीब, सब लोग अपने भाई, अपने बेटे अरविंद जी को कुछ ना कुछ जरूर लिखें.
With her husband's custody extended till April 1st, Sunita Kejriwal, with 3 such videos and counting, has become the Chief Minister's principal voice. Sources say Mrs. Kejriwal will make public statements of this kind every few days to keep the heat and the connect. As a campaign for sympathy rages on the outside, the pressure on Kejriwal is increasing. The Enforcement Directorate has accused the Delhi Chief Minister of withholding crucial details, including passwords to devices, tax and financial details, adding that Kejriwal is not cooperating in the investigation. The Aam Aadmi Party has cranked up its counter-attack on the BJP.
कुछ महीने पुराने फोन में अरविंद केजरीवाल के क्या मिलेगा? कुछ महीने पुराने फोन में लोकसभा चुनाव लड़ने की स्ट्रैटेजी मिलेगी. तो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के फोन का पासवर्ड ईडी को नहीं चाहिए. अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के फोन का पासवर्ड भारतीय जनता पार्टी को चाहिए.
क्या केजरीवाल जी कंफ्यूज्ड हैं या हम सबको कंफ्यूज करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि सवाल तो यहाँ पे रिश्वतखोरी का है ना. पूरे शराब घोटाले का है, इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड्स का नहीं है। इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड्स तो खरीदे जाते हैं एक चेक देकर, बैंक के अंदर जाकर। ये तो छुप छुपाकर कैश के जरिए हवाला ऑपरेशंस के तहत ये तो पैसा दिया जाता है एक तरह से ब्लैक मनी के तौर पर, रिश्वतखोरी के तौर पर।
On Sunday, the opposition India Alliance will roar in support of Kejriwal from Delhi's famous Ramlila Maidan, the very same venue from where Kejriwal had shot into India's consciousness via the Anna Hazare fast unto death.
जब पुख्ता सबूत ईडी कोर्ट के सामने रखे गए तो ईडी कोर्ट को मजबूरन अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को फिर से 4 दिन के लिए ईडी की हिरासत में भेजना पड़ा।
सीएम को गिरफ्तार किया गया है, ईडी के पास कोई सबूत नहीं है। आज खुद सीएम सर ने कोर्ट के सामने अपनी बात रखी है। इतनी लंबी चौड़ी ईडी की जितनी चार्जशीटें दाखिल हुई हैं, उनमें से केवल 4 जगह पे उनका नाम है और उसमें भी कोई सबूत नहीं है।
The war of the Kejriwals is gunning up to the top gear now. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's quickly get in a word from our Aam Aadmi Party reporter, Amit Bhardwaj, who's joining us live for more. Amit, what can we expect in days to come? This is plan 1 to roll out the Arvind Kejriwal Ko Ashirwad WhatsApp campaign. But there is a full chronology and we're going to see it unfold over the next 10 days.
True, Preeti. A foolproof plan has been planned by Aam Aadmi Party. The first phase is Kejriwal Ko Ashirwad, which has begun from today itself. And in fact, I have gone through the dashboard of that particular platform as well. And Aam Aadmi Party is actually flooded with messages for Arvind Kejriwal right now. That's happening. The campaign was launched by Sunita Kejriwal. The second phase of this particular campaign, or rather, a narrative or a Lok Sabha campaign-wise as well, and garnering, galvanizing the emotional sympathy for Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party will actually unfold on March 31st. We have been told by top sources within the party that top leaders from India Alliance will be joining the Ramlila ground rally, including Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, and after March 31st, Preeti, the more protests will be planned by Aam Aadmi Party and executed.
All right, Amit. Appreciate you joining us. We're going to keep a keen eye on all developments. 31st is that mega rally planned at the back of Arvind Kejriwal's arrest, Ramlila Maidan, where all the big leaders from the India Alliance will share stage there. Meanwhile, let's shift focus to all the stars who are jumping in. Kangana Ranaut was one, and now Bollywood star Govinda makes his comeback in politics with Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde faction. Govinda may contest 2024 polls from Mumbai Northwest Lok Sabha constituency. The 2024 finale is going to be a star-studded one. Take a look.
One of Bollywood's biggest comedy stars in the 1980s and 1990s, a Congress MP from Mumbai known for his frequent absence from parliament during the first term of Manmohan Singh government. Govinda Arun Ahuja has re-entered the political arena after a 14-year hiatus.
2004 से 9 तक में था, फिर मतलब के पॉलिटिक्स में 4 से 9 था और वो 14वीं लोकसभा थी। ये कमाल का इत्तेफाक है, ये सत्य है, सच का ये 14वीं लोकसभा थी। उसके 14 वर्ष बाद मैं आज पुनः मैं आया हूँ इस जगह पे।
The 60-year-old Bollywood actor has joined Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena party. Sources within the party suggest Govinda may contest from a Mumbai Lok Sabha constituency. The star is now part of the trend of celebrities vying for parliamentary seats in the 2024 general elections. Take a look at the BJP's lineup. Kangana Ranaut from Mandi.
उनके जो शीर्ष नेतृत्व हैं राहुल गांधी, वो कहते हैं कि जो हिंदुओं में शक्ति है उसे मुझे नष्ट करना है। फिर उनके जो स्पोक्स पर्सन हैं वो कहते हैं कि मंडी की जो लड़कियां हैं उनके भाव क्या चल रहे हैं। इस तरह की नीच और अभद्र बातें सुन के किसका दिल नहीं घबरा जाएगा।
Govil from Meerut, Hema Malini from Mathura, Ravi Kishan from Gorakhpur, Manoj Tiwari from Northeast Delhi, Suresh Gopi from Thrissur and several others. The TMC celebrity candidates include, among others, Yusuf Pathan from Bahrampur,
Rachna Banerjee from Hooghly,
Kirti Azad from Bardhaman Durgapur, Shatrughan Sinha from Asansol and Sayuni Ghosh from Jadavpur. Continuing the long-standing practice of blending fame with politics. Bureau Report, India Today.
Until now, not all seats have been announced, so you never know. More stars could join that bandwagon. We're going to get you more. A quick break. Stay with us. On the other side, on To The Point, we're going to shift focus on the Congress claiming tax terror. What exactly is that? We're going to tell you. Stay with us.
An unparalleled election coverage with the team that wins every election. From unmatched on-ground reporting to real-time poll updates. Stay tuned to the Maximum channel for the maximum coverage.
Platinum partner, Signature Finest Silver Elaichi, a premium product from Dilbagh.
We're at the campus of Indian Institute of Management in Ahmedabad, and with me is Chetan Bhagat. So you have a new book out, 11 Rules for Life. Eat the elephant and be the cockroach.
किसी भी इंसान की आप कोई बड़ी उपलब्धि देखो, उसने कभी ना कभी हाथी खाया होगा. There is another rule called be the cockroach. That is about adaptability. Cockroach दुनिया का सबसे adaptive creature है.
So how do people become the cockroach?
By training yourself to be okay with change. बदलाव आ रहा है.
इसमें देखने का कोई सवाल नहीं है. इसमें तो बाबा की कृपा है, और रही बात योगी जी महाराज जी का आशीर्वाद मिला है और योगी जी का. इसमें विपक्ष पार्टियां कुछ भी कह सकती हैं, इसमें कोई दो.
आपने कई बार पंजाब के रोपड़ जेल से मुख्तार को यूपी ट्रांसफर करने के लिए प्रार्थना पत्र लिखा था, उस पे मान रही है, उस पे कार्रवाई हुई और ये सारी चीजें आगे बढ़ी हैं.
जी, वो रोपड़ जेल में रह करके ही वहाँ से अपराधीकरण का उसका बढ़ता रहा. मेरा यही था कि वो आकर के उसका सारा केस जिला गाजीपुर में था, वहीं से उनको उसी जेल से उसको
बस वो जो मान रही हैं कि जो आपने पहल की थी उसका उसी का कुछ नतीजा निकला है.
जी आशीर्वाद है बाबा विश्वनाथ का. कोई अत्याचारी चाहे दुराचारी हो, ज्यादा दिन नहीं रहता, क्योंकि इसका अंत होना ही होना है.
लगातार वो पहले से कहते रहे कि जय पॉइजन दिया जा रहा है, इस तरीके की बातें थी. क्या कहेंगे आप?
वो अपने खतरे का एहसास करके बताते रहे, लेकिन उस पर कोई ध्यान नहीं दिया गया, इसलिए कि वो सबकी साजिश से हो रहा था. ध्यान कोई क्यों दे? इतनी जघन्य घटना होने के बाद मुझे तो पूरी आशा थी कि सर्वोच्च न्यायालय या उच्च न्यायालय खुद संज्ञान लेगा कि इस घटना की कोई न्यायिक जांच करावे, लेकिन अब तक कोई ऐसी सूचना नहीं मिल रही है. बहरहाल हम सबको इस ऊपर वाले पे भरोसा है, वो जरूर इस षड्यंत्रकारियों से बदला लेगा।
राजनीतिक रूप से भी कई लोगों ने श्रद्धांजलि भी दी है, कई पार्टियों ने भी, इसके अलावा कई लोग यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं। किस तरीके से देखते हैं इस पूरे घटनाक्रम को, इस पूरी जो उनकी मौत हुई है उसको किस तरीके से आप देखते हैं? क्या लगता है कोई साजिश है इसके पीछे, किस तरीके से, या पूरा षड्यंत्र किया गया?
सब कुछ षड्यंत्र के तहत हुआ है, उसमें नो डाउट। कोई रिपोर्ट आवे, कोई कुछ कहे, लेकिन सच तो सच है। उनके शरीर को आप देखेंगे, कहीं नहीं कह सकता कि कोई आदमी, बीमार आदमी मरा है, बल्कि सोए हुए हैं, और उनके साथ बहुत बड़ा धोखा किया।
Co-powered by PolicyBazaar.com. हर फैमिली होगी इंश्योर्ड। नो स्ट्रेस फिनोलेक्स।
Good evening, viewers. You're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Choudhry. While that big mega rally of the India Alliance takes place on Sunday, the 31st of March, tomorrow the Congress is going to go on a nationwide protest on what they call tax terror and freezing of their accounts. The latest in this, viewers, the IT heat turning on where the Congress party is concerned. Congress has now been served a notice of over 1,700 crores by the Income Tax Department. Hours after the Delhi High Court yesterday rejected the party's plea against tax reassessment proceedings. Now, the notice was served for the assessment years 2017-18 and 2020-2021 and includes the penalty and interest on that penalty. Congress has challenged the initiation of reassessment proceedings pertaining to the assessment years of 2014-15 to 2016-17. Mind you, the Congress has also been slapped with an IT income tax notice from 1994, at the time when Sitaram Kesari was the president of the Congress. In all of this, of course, the Congress calls it political vendetta, witch hunt, tax terror. The BJP has now also reacted, taking on the Congress for peddling lies over IT heat on the party. BJP claims dubious transactions of 520 crores were indeed received by the Congress. Listen in and we'll get you more.
पुराने गड़े मुर्दे को ये सरकार, मोदी सरकार उखाड़ रही है, और न सिर्फ कांग्रेस और भी विपक्ष की दूसरी पार्टियों को भी बहुत पुराने जो इनकम टैक्स के मुकदमे हैं उसमें उसको उलझाना चाहती है, और किसी तरह से ये चाहती है कि आर्थिक तौर पर कांग्रेस पार्टी या विपक्ष पूरी तरह से पंगु हो जाए, और उसके लिए ये सारे तमाशे हो रहे हैं।
इंडिया अलायंस में कांग्रेस पार्टी जो सबसे पुरानी पार्टी है और आम आदमी पार्टी जो सबसे नई बनी हुई पार्टी है, और उन बीच में वो सारी परिवारवादी पार्टियां, इनका एक चरित्र बन चुका है। इनका चरित्र ये है कि लूट करो, झूठ बोलो, पकड़े जाओ तो विक्टिम बनो और संस्थानों पर दबाव डालो।
Now, in midst of this, the Congress has come back and said that, listen, what we've done, we've analyzed data on the same parameters of the Income Tax Department where the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, and analyzed all violations of the BJP as well. And as per the Congress's Ajay Makan, the BJP should own the Indian tax, the IT department, the income tax department of the country, 4,600 crores. Listen in.
2 करोड़ ऐसी राशि ली है जिसका नाम भी नहीं है। 1.05 करोड़ लिया है 126 लोगों का पिछले 2 सालों में जिनका एड्रेस नहीं। और इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट बीजेपी की इस कमी और हमारे इलेक्शन कमीशन इन सब चीजों के ऊपर आंख बंद करके बैठी हुई है। कांग्रेस सिर्फ सामने नजर आती। हम लोगों ने सारी की सारी वायलेशंस को उसी पैरामीटर से एनालाइज किया जिससे इन्होंने हमारे को गलत तरीके से एनालाइज किया। उसके ऊपर कितना इनकम टैक्स लगना चाहिए, कितनी उसके ऊपर इंटरेस्ट लगना चाहिए, और पिछले 7 सालों का जो हम लोगों ने हिसाब लगाया है उससे 4,600 करोड़ रुपया बीजेपी के ऊपर पेनल्टी लगती है। Income Tax Department should raise a demand of 4,600 crore rupees from the BJP because of these violations. और हम इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट से डिमांड करते हैं कि उनको कांग्रेस की ये कमी नजर आती है, लेकिन ये 4,600 करोड़ की जो पेनल्टी बीजेपी से लेनी चाहिए, why is it not looking at these violations done by the BJP?
So at the back of all of this, Congress going on a nationwide protest tomorrow, protesting what they call tax terrorism. Joining me this evening is Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson BJP, Matthew Anthony, National Spokesperson Congress, Vineet Goenka, Political Analyst, Sanjay Jha, Political Analyst. Sanju Verma, for somebody who knows her numbers, interesting because Ajay Makan seems to also know his numbers, and he says, okay, fine, you want to tax us for the year 94 when Sitaram Kesari, or make us pay penalty for the year 94 when Sitaram Kesari was our president, 2014, 2015, and the latest right now. The same parameters have been judged by which the IT department has held by the Congress, and they say where your own party's returns are concerned, penalties over 4,800 crores should be due then.
Okay. Preeti, am I audible? Because there was some audio glitch. Thank you. Preeti, first and foremost, I need to lay some facts for your audience. It's a widely watched show. Let us talk about the elephant in the room. Let's address that. I will talk about Ajay Makan and his allegations. I'm not getting away from that. I think, the crux of the issue here is with respect to assessment year 2018-19. While there are 7 financial years for which the Congress has approached the High Court and the tribunals, it is assessment year 2018-19 where the total demand along with interest and penalties is 918.45 crore. 918.45 crores. The total penalty that we are talking of for all financial years put together is 1,823.08 crore. Now, I did some digging around, and the important point to note is that what the Congress is primarily saying is that we don't need to pay any tax as per Section 13(1)(3), Section 13A of the Income Tax Act 1961, because we are a political party. And for a political party, when you get voluntary contributions by way of rental income, interest income, dividend, or donations, you don't pay tax. That is fine. That is correct. But what the Income Tax Department has said is that way back on the 5th of July, 2021, you were told that you did not comply with certain things, as a result of which the exemptions that you have been given under Section 13A, those stand withdrawn. Do you want to contest that? And what were the key, remarks made by the IT department? It said, A, you filed your report, your tax report after 33 days. B, you have admitted that you have taken 15 lakh in cash, and the moment you don't file returns on time and you take money in cash, you cease to enjoy benefits under Section 13A, something which was upheld by the Appellate Court, by the Income Tax Tribunal, and by the Delhi High Court. In fact, the Delhi High Court went so far as saying, Preeti, that the Income Tax Department ideally does not give an ordinary citizen more than 2 or 3 instances whereby you can rectify your old tax return. But in the case of Congress, April 5th, 2020, July 6th, 2021, August 19th, 2022, and then as recently as March 13th, 2023, 4 times they were asked, do you want to rectify your returns? Do you want to submit Form 35A? Do you want to submit Form 36?
Sanju Verma, I need to open the debate now. I'm going to come back with that question. The fact is, you know, you've given out the recent years, but I'll also say also as far back as 93, 94. But I'm going to come back with the question on what the Congress claims, that you owe the IT department 4,800 crores using the same parameters that the IT department has used for the Congress. Coming back to that, mull over that question. Sanjay Jha, you know, with what Sanju Verma says, with what the BJP says, this is what has been due. You've been given more than enough time where the Congress is concerned, not you, sir. Therefore, you know, the chickens have come home to roost. Pay up.
Well, Preeti, I think what you're witnessing in India is the naked face of fascism. You know, the one thing is evident, that Narendra Modi and the BJP want to destroy the opposition completely. Now, partly it is fueled by the fear of defeat, because I think they do know they have done nothing at the ground level. You know, the institutions have been corrupted. Electoral bonds is proof of that. You know, I feel like laughing when I hear BJP cheerleaders and spokespersons talk about governance and due diligence, because this party is telling the people of India that we are in the mafia extortion business. Mafia used to do extortion, now the government does it, which means the government is mafia. Now, this government talking about IT notices...
I take strong objection to
Let him finish, ma'am. Let him finish. I'll come back to you. Let him finish.
Mafia. What do you mean mafia?
Ma'am, I'll come back to you. You'll be okay. I just want to go one by one. Can I just have Sanjay Jha? Sanjay Jha, 20 seconds. Make your point, and I want to open up the panel then.
Yeah. It so happens that even I'm aware of how income tax notices work. In a 1993 notice, I mean, do people know that political parties are not liable to pay income tax? Now, even the returns, I think Ajay Makan has made a very explicit declaration of the transgressions done by the BJP. But the truth is, what you're witnessing today, the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal, the throttling of the Congress's funds, and the blatant extortion being done by the ED, income tax, and the CBI, that this government at the end of the day is destroying institutions of India. They want to finish off the opposition.
I just want to,
they want to make sure that democracy doesn't exist anymore.
I want to open up the panel, but the fact is, you know, these are rhetorical answers where Congress and Congress supporters are concerned. But Vineet Goenka, with what Sanjay Jha has said, what's the message that is going on? That somewhere down the line, you're doing what it takes where the agencies are concerned, especially now in this case, the income tax department. The messaging is that you're going to go after, it's a part of the process where this election is concerned.
Preeti ji, Ram Ram to you, Ram Ram to all my co-panelists and all the viewers who are watching me. This is a classic case. This is a classic case of a dynast whose great-grandson of Motilal ji. He's also, grandson of Indira ji. He thinks that he's entitled not to comply with the Indian laws, rules, and then crowdfund. This is not the era of 1975-78 when his grandmother has implemented emergency and she overlooked all the rules. This is neither the era of 2004 to 2014 where there was no policies and it was called as policy paralysis era. This is an era where there is transparency. This is an era rules have been followed very seriously. So my simple and humble request through your channel to him will be comply, pay if it is due. If you have any doubts, challenge that in the court. Please do not play victim. इसको हिंदी में शुद्ध भाषा में चोर मचाए शोर ऐसे कहा जाता है.
All right. Okay, but Vineet Goenka ji, many would also say from the Congress and the opposition that this is also an era when a Praful Patel jumped ship. Cases against him are not just settled but closed, and that's happened as far back as yesterday. Okay, I want to bring in the Congress counterpart. Sir, I'll come back to you. Allow me to bring in Matthew Anthony, and I'm going to go across to Sanju Verma then. Matthew Anthony, the fact is very clear. You've had your chances. You were sent notices. You refused to comply, and now when it's all adding up, you've thrown up your hands and you've called it tax terrorism.
Preeti, good evening to you, all the panelists as well as to the viewers. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Now, BJP has inducted the IT department as its new ally, the income tax department. They have sent notices to CPI. They have sent notices to the TMC person. Now, if the same yardstick is applied, let's not go into the merits of the case because 1993, if it has to be reopened right now, the income tax assessment after 5 years, if it has to be reopened, then it has to have willful collusion, fraudulent activity, and all other things to be there cited by the law, which is convinced to the officer. And then only the assessing officer can put the evidences across and then open it. So let's not go into the merits of the law. Everybody knows that the system is now flexed. Now, let me ask you one thing. Why the Income Tax Department, even after having the full details of the October 2013 raid in the Aditya Birla Corporation, having recorded evidences in email, having testimonials in email, and documented by the Aditya Birla Corporation employees, the principal testimonials and email done by Anand Kumar Saxena, the General Manager of Accounts, then Shubhendra Amitabh, the Group Executive Vice President, saying that the payments have been paid, recorded by Assessing Officer Ankita Pandey and Adi Verma under Section 132A. Now saying that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was the then Gujarat Chief Minister, was paid 40 crores. Shivraj Chauhan, the CM of Madhya Pradesh, was paid 25 crores. Raman Singh was paid 4 crores. And the Income Tax Department has got all the evidences.
All right. So Matthew Anthony, that still doesn't explain why the Congress is not wanting to pay up its dues. But I'm going to come right back to you. Please hold on to that thought. Sanju Verma, asking you that question again. Now, let me also tell you, the Congress is not the only political outfit. The TMC today was sent a notice by the Income Tax Department. The Left Party have been sent a notice by the Income Tax Department. The Samajwadi Party last week was sent notices by the Income Tax Department on arrears, penalty, non-payment of dues. Therefore, coming back to the question raised today, which I asked you earlier, Sanju Verma, by Mr. Ajay Makan, what of the 4,800 crores that possibly the BJP owes the IT department? Have you got a notice or not, ma'am?
Preeti, now I don't want to be interjected because I used very decent language. But decency is not something that should be only limited to the BJP. I will not take kindly to some panelist, rather suspended Congress acolyte who sits here and says that the BJP is running a mafia, the ED is part of a mafia, the income tax is part of a mafia. I take strong objection when this suspended Congress acolyte undermines the credibility of statutory bodies like the income tax. By the way, that is not a handmaiden of the Modi government, nor is the Enforcement Directorate a handmaiden of the Modi government. The Enforcement Directorate also has powers of a civil court, and the CAG is a constitutional body. I have seen you in the past even undermine the CAG. So please stop here and demonizing our investigation agencies. Point number one. Point number two, how is it that each time the BJP has nothing to do with it? The IT department asks the Congress to pay dues. The appellate court denies any relief to the Congress. The High Court denies any relief to the Congress. The Income Tax Tribunal denies any relief to the Congress. इनका रोध होकर victim card खेलने आ जाते हैं. मैं victim हूँ. मुझे Delhi High Court has victimized me. The Income Tax Tribunal has victimized me. The Appellate Court has victimized me. Modi government has victimized me. The Enforcement Directorate has victimized me. The CAG has victimized me. The CBI has victimized me. This is the same party. I want to ask Ajay Makan. Dheeraj Sahu, from his premises, 353 crores were recovered. And what did Ajay Makan and Jairam Ramesh say? हमको तो पता ही नहीं धीरज साहू कौन है. 1 minute, Preeti. He's a 3-time Rajya Sabha MP of the Congress. Do you remember, Preeti? I have been on your show. Just 20 seconds. At the height of the Karnataka campaign, I was asked on various channels, what about 40% commission Sarkara? I said I am not endorsing it. That is precisely the reason K. Ishwarappa was denied a ticket. But what about DK Shivkumar? He's facing money laundering charges of 700 crores and more.
All right. Sanju Verma, allow me to come in and ask you a question which I asked you right in the beginning. Has the BJP been served an IT notice yet or not? Like I pointed out, 4 political outfits that have been served income tax notices. You have a charge now by your opposition which says you owe the IT department under the same parameters you have charged, the IT department has charged them with. Have you got a notice or not, ma'am?
Yes, so Preeti, I'm answering your question. I don't need to, this is not rocket science. The Congress has admitted, and I'm giving you the date, 5th of July 2021, Congress has admitted in the appellate court that they received cash. And the moment you receive cash, you are exempted from getting benefits under Section 13A, which a political party usually enjoys. The BJP has not taken donations in cash. So Ajay Makan's insinuations and reckless allegations of this imaginary 4,800 crores is a shagufta. ये शगुफ्ता फेंकेंगे जब जब इनको सरकारी एजेंसियां बुलाएंगी. तो आप ये शगुफ्ता छोड़ना भूल जाइए. You answer our question. If you are right, if you are innocent, if you have paid all your dues, Why is it that the Delhi High Court, the Income Tax Tribunal, the Appellate Court, how is it that every institutional forum has denied?
All right, Sanjay Jha, please answer that question and I'll take it back to Matthew Anthony after that. You wanted to come in. Go ahead, Sanjay Jha.
Yeah, Preeti, we have just witnessed, and I think the story is unfolding, the biggest money heist in India being done by this government using the ED, income tax, and the CBI. No matter how hard they try to change the headlines, the electoral bond is a scam that will be talked about for years to come. And
what does that have to do, Sanjay Jha? Ma'am, please don't interject. You were given. But Sanjay Jha, what does that have to do with Congress's IT returns or the penalty that is due?
It is correlated, Preeti. Try and understand that. You are talking about a party that must look at a headline management, right? Because the BJP is in the dock. Let me tell you, an income tax notice is actually part of the process. But here is the problem. Why is a query being raised when the elections are around the corner? You know what is the objective? To somehow stall, make life difficult for the Congress, during the election time,
the Congress.
Disrupt the flow.
Freeze their accounts, financially gag the Congress. Is that the point, Sanjay Jha, you're trying to make?
Absolutely. Okay. This is a blatant abuse of power that Narendra Modi
I want to bring in Vineet.
Vineet
Goenka, getting you back into this conversation. The question is, Vineet Goenka, what you said, that this is free and fair with what is going on, and it all needs to be above board. But interesting, Vineet Goenka, as a political analyst, do you think the income tax penalties is owed by the Congress? Understandably so. We've got that whole graph up there. But you have now over a dozen notices that have gone to the TMC. One went today of penalty. You have 3 notices that went in last week for the Samajwadi Party. You've had multiple notices going in where the CPM is concerned. So it's, for any political analyst, you'd think only the BJP has paid its return, but all political other parties have not.
See, as a common man, I understand one simple thing. Notice of income tax only goes to those people who have offended the rule, who have not complied with the rules. If they have complied with the rules, they can always challenge the authorities in the court. I will not. But if I have been given notice, so the merit of the case is, Preeti ji, when was the papers to be filed by Congress? When was the first notice given? As per my understanding, the notice was given many years back. There were reminder messages, notices been. They chose to
Matthew Anthony, it doesn't matter. You've got a notice.
Let me tell you one line.
Quickly, sir.
Honorable Sanjay Jha took out the point of electoral bond. Okay, what was the total amount received by Congress and what was the amount received by...
Fair enough, sir. But it's not about electoral bonds.
One point.
Let's not digress. I told Sanjay Jha not to digress. I'll ask you the same question. Let's not digress on electoral bonds. This is not a conversation on electoral bonds or a debate. Matthew Anthony, the fact is you owed this amount of money to turn around and now blame the BJP. Go ahead and pay up the money. It's a penalty. It's due. You've had court after court tell you the same.
Exactly.
Preeti, first of all, let me clarify. The courts have told us to go back to the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. They have not rejected the case.
Okay.
Let's have clarity on it. Now, the second thing is the law has been abused. And the reason why I say that Income Tax Department is biased at this point of time is because we all remember the Yediyurappa diary of 1,800 crores, which was handwritten by him, signed by him, which states that he has given 1,000 crores to the Central Committee of the BJP, 150 crores to the late Finance Minister, 150 crores late Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, 150 crores to the Gadkari, and 10 crores to his son's...
Ma'am, let him finish, please. Allow
him. Son's marriage. Let me come later. I didn't interrupt anyone.
Make your point.
And his son's marriage. Rajnath Singh another 100 crores. These are evidences where Arun Jaitley was in charge of Karnataka BJP. He was then reached by the income tax
to
file a case. He decided to keep quiet on this, and then now income tax is coming on us on basis of same diaries. So when income tax is snubbing the diaries of Yediyurappa, handwritten and signed by
selective targeting is the charge. Sanju Verma, which the Congress makes political vendetta, selective in its nature. I'll come back again, Sanju Verma. You're a smart woman. You know your numbers. It really does seem that it's only your political party which is keeping its books clean, because every other political outfit has been served with an IT tax notice.
Preeti, you are a very smart anchor. Let me, return the compliment back to you, and I mean it. I will say one thing, Preeti, and this nails the lies that the Congress is peddling on your show. What was the amount that was due income tax authorities from the Congress party for assessment year 2018-19, which is where the biggest controversy comes from. It was a sum of 105 crore. And what did the income tax department say? It said you pay only 20% of the outstanding amount, which means 21 crore. And remember, Preeti, they paid only 78 lakh. And after they refused to pay even 20 crores, which is 20% of the amount, it is then that the income tax department placed a lien on their bank account. Their bank accounts have not been frozen. There's a difference between placing a lien on a bank account and freezing your bank account. So don't.
I don't have the time, sir. I wish I had the time. That's all the time that I have right now. Well, that's it, viewers. We're gonna end it there. Thank you all for watching. All our panelists, thank you for joining in. Have the chickens come home to roost for the Congress is concerned, which hasn't paid its dues, and clearly there have been slap notices all the way from 93 to 94. But the other thing to ponder about is also, only it seems that the Bharatiya Janata Party has kept its books clean, because in the last couple of weeks, it's not just the Congress is only more vocal about it. What we are getting to know, the TMC slapped with dozens of IT notices, the Samajwadi Party, the left party is just food for thought. Quick break, stay with us. On the other side is Rahul Kamal.
मुख्तार भाई ने एप्लीकेशन देकर 19 तारीख को ये बताया था कि मुझे स्लो पॉइजनिंग की जा रही है, और जिस तरह से मेरे बिल्कुल स्वस्थ आदमी एकदम गिरावट महसूस करेगा तो उसे खुद महसूस होगा। उन्हें लगा था कि मुझे स्लो पॉइजनिंग की जा रही है, और स्लो पॉइजनिंग के बाद उन्होंने कहा मेरी कभी भी हत्या हो सकती है। तो हत्या हो गई, तो अब इसके बाद तो कोई बात नहीं रही ना। जो आदमी खुद ही कह रहा हो कि मेरी मौत हत्या की पूरी और वो हत्या हो गई, तो फिर क्या बात रहेगी? फिर तो सारी चीजें खुलकर ही बात हो गई।
कुछ लोगों की आदत सी बन गई है कि इस तरह के किसी भी मुद्दे को, चाहे कितना भी संवेदनशील मुद्दा हो, उसका इमोशनल एक्सप्लॉइटेशन करो, और उस इमोशनल एक्सप्लॉइटेशन के पीछे उनकी मकसद और मंशा होती है कि देश के सौहार्द के माहौल को, देश के समावेशी माहौल को कैसे जो है उस पर सांप्रदायिक तड़का लगाओ, और उस सांप्रदायिक तड़का लगाने के पीछे उनकी पूरी मंशा होती है कि उस पर राजनीतिक रोटियां सेको।
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 39 and minimum 22 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 30 and minimum 26 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 40 and minimum 24 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 35 and minimum 25 degrees. Chennai, maximum 32 and minimum 25 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 40 and minimum 24 degrees.